So, hello, welcome to the last live stream for this year. Let's wait a second until everything is working here. I already can see here Cesar, Florian, Rosario, Stephen, hello, in Discord and here on YouTube also. People are coming in. And also going to start slowly. Yeah, like I just said, this is the last live stream for this year, and then we're going to see each other again during, I think the first week of January. I mean, Christmas this time, next year's Christmas, first and second Boxing Day is of course day off, and it doesn't make sense to trade. Actually, I already stopped trading last week, and tomorrow I will also be offline until the beginning of January. So then let's continue here. For everyone who's new and who doesn't know me yet, you can also write here in the chat room on YouTube about my person. I started trading at the age of 13. That should be around 1995. And with the age of 17, I set up my first investment firm in Frankfurt, Germany, with two partners who actually taught me the investment business. I sold my shares in that company, and in 2004 I moved to China, where I set up a second investment company with a Chinese partner together. And at the peak time I had over $100 million under management and a team of 30 traders and analysts in my company. Well, and if you're quite successful in certain niche markets in China, you're always under the radar of the government. And well, yeah, I was detained in May 2011 for outsmarting the Chinese finance system, and I spent the next 7 years and 7 months in a Chinese detention and prison center in Dongguan. And in December 2018, I was released. And well, the first thing that you do is you write a book. And my book, unfortunately, it's only available in German right now. It's called Drachenjahre, or Dragon Years in English. It became a best-selling book. And well, after this, I went back into the trading business, investment industry, and I am running two trading communities, one in German language and one in English, mainly focusing on proprietary trading. Also, you can see here some of my recent certificates. I'm mainly trading with Apex. Also, latest certificates here from December, and I'm under probation status from Apex. I cannot open any new accounts anymore, and one day probably they are putting me on a real trading mode, but it's not yet there, so I'm simply waiting. And if you're here on YouTube, and then you will see that you have a delay with posting messages. To go around this and also to get more features from Bookmap, I suggest that you get a Bookmap license key. You can already get it, the digital version is free, but at least you already have a license key. I am personally using the Global Plus version. And if you scan this code, you can come here to Discord, and you can see we have special chat room where you can ask questions here in real time, and you can also see the live stream. You simply have to go to verify. You enter your Bookmap license key, and then you get access to my chat room and also to beta functions from Bookmap, like trade copier and so on, and you're always up to date. So now, okay, this is now the German version. All materials, information, presentations from Bookmap Limited are only for educational purpose and should not be specific investment advice nor recommendations. The trading with futures, stocks, digital currencies brings a lot of risk with it and is not for every investor suitable. And the performance from past days is not necessarily indicative of future results. So now I have to adjust a little bit. Then the next thing, one special gift from a Bookmap for everyone who's here. They have 12 days of trading tips to close the year strong. And well, if you want to get these daily trading tips, simply go to this link and sign up. So let me put this link here to Discord and to to YouTube and Discord. So 12 trade 12 days of trading tips to close the year strongly. Yeah, well, simply I recommend sign up, and I believe, like always, you get very good knowledge from the Bookmap community. Then probably, as you remember, there was this Bookmap trading competition on the I think 10 to 12th of December last week. It ended, and yeah, I proudly can say that the winner of this competition is a member of my trading community. Muriman, or Murat is his name. You can see here Murat Aran, leader of the competition. He won the competition. Very proud, one member of our community. Now we have blue jacket winners and trading competition winners in our community. So if you want to join our English speaking community, just come here to Traders Mindset. That is for free. And well, yeah, probably you're going to learn a lot of new stuff. So then let's have a look at the market situation, and probably you already knew yesterday was yeah, a sort of sell-off day. Yeah, we had the federal rate interest. It's an interest rate decision. Actually, they cut the interest rate by a quarter point, which was expected, but then the speech from the Fed was not as encouraging. They probably said that this might be one of the last interest rate cuts. So this is of course not good news for the stock markets, and then we could see this massive sell-off here. Yeah, that was yesterday's trading day. The market simply went nuts, only knew one direction, and lost over 3%, I think, from 6,125 down to 5,900. Yeah, this is like 100 points. 200 over 200 points. Yeah, this is a move that we didn't see for a long time, I believe. Also, the volatility index spiked to of 75% to 26, 27. This is an always yeah, for me personally, for my trading style, I have to pay attention, because if the VIX is too high, I have to adjust my take profits and stop loss levels. And actually, I'm also have to say I am lucky that I did not trade, because not only this was the reason that I stopped trading, also we have triple witching week. You know, tomorrow index futures, stocks and index options are going to expire. That means that this week always brings a lot of yeah, volatility into the markets. So it means basically, for everyone who's new in that industry, future contracts, they have an expiration date, and for index futures this is every 3 months, in March, June, September and December, and always on the third trading day of the third Friday of that month. And tomorrow is the third Friday of December, so there is going to be an expiration date. And you can say basically 1 week before, it's going to start like last Friday and Monday. People, or the big investors, they have to liquidate their December contracts, yeah, and they have to, we call it rollover, to roll over them into the March contract. This is why we also have a new trading symbol here. It's not ESZ4 anymore. Z is the symbol for December. It is now ESH5. H5 is for the March contract. Basically, there are 4 symbols, H, M, U, Z, which represents these each quarterly months. So, and again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them here, yeah, on YouTube or on Discord, since it is the last trading day, last live stream. So now, what we saw was this massive sell-off. I'm going to leave this anchored VWAP here in white one, but I have to adjust my new VWAPs for today. This is my daily trading routine. I mean, you can automate all these sort of things, but I'm not doing that. I like to do these things manually. This was the, actually there were also news at 2:30 yesterday, but this news was not that important. So I have to change the date here for the session VWAP to 19th. And session VWAP is for me the VWAP that is starting with the regular trading hours. This is 3:30 CET, since I'm based in Europe, or 9:30 Eastern time. And then I have the day VWAP, which is already working. This is basically starting midnight Central European time, or this is 6 p.m. Eastern time. This is a yellow one, so close. And now we can see that we let's load for 1 second. We are switching, scrolling a little bit forward. So this is basically here we can see this market break every day of 1 hour. It's 11 p.m. to midnight in Europe, or 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time. Now we had the market opening here also very low at this 5,945 area. And we saw there was still some liquidity to be taken, to be absorbed, and then a new little sell-off. And let's see what the market did. We can see that we were basically more or less in a volatile range here, pre-session range. For me, important is that we made a new low here, this one. And for my trading decisions, I would add an anchored VWAP here. This is 7 a.m. to get a reference point if the market really does a turnaround. Where is the market getting support zones? This is this area here. And we can see this is still the pre-session. The VWAP, this anchored VWAP, did not have so much strength because we are simply here in a range here. The market has to break out of the range. This basically happened here. And then we can see the market found some acceptance here just before the VWAP, and again touched the VWAP exactly here, which initiated a new run. And for me, if I see a point like this, I'm going to add a new anchored VWAP here as a reference point. Maybe the market is going to get a stronger movement. It's taking some time. Not sure if you can see the colors here quite well. The market touched here. We had a small reaction, but also market does not have so much how we call it, I call it respect, or doesn't pay too much attention to the VWAP. And one of the main reasons for this is why I basically do not like to trade during this triple witch week. Most of the support and resistance zones, they are still simply getting run over by the big market players. Because if somebody has to, for example, somebody sold options, and then he has to deliver the underlying, for example, to deliver the futures contract or the stocks or whatever, this will increase a lot of volatility, and they have to do it because the market is going to expire, and then they simply have to buy or sell thousands or tens of thousands of contracts, and this doesn't matter if there is any logical support or resistance. It doesn't matter, they simply have to do it. That's part of the game. And this is why I'm always very careful. Actually, according to my experience now, after almost 30 years, most of the traders, and especially the ones who are new to the market, if they're doing quite well for 1 or 2 months or 3 months, but then this triple witch week comes, and most of them are crashing their accounts. Then they're asking me, hey Robert, what happened, or what did I do wrong? I said, you didn't do anything wrong. The only mistake that you did was not to respecting this triple witch week and simply stay away from the markets. This is one of the most important lessons, especially if you're new in that industry. Simply take this week off, do not trade, stay away, make holidays. I know sometimes it's difficult because one is so excited and one has these emotions. But in my point of view, the most important lesson that I had to learn in trading is simply not to trade. And this basically guarantees me a good profit. I mean, for me, I just started prop trading in May last year, when I also started my English speaking community which focus on prop trading. I received my first payout within the first month, and exactly after 4 months I got under probation status from Apex, and I almost got now 6 digits in payouts within 6 months. Yeah, so this is quite fine that I cannot open any accounts anymore. So somehow I outsmarted the system. Certain strategies that I use, they are not liked anymore by Apex. So sometimes you have to think, so you have to find the loopholes in systems to make money. Yeah, and that is basically my main niche. So now we still have another 14 minutes to market opening. Let's have a look at the bigger picture. So this was the ES, this is the ES from today. Also we can see here I added these two VWAPs here and here, and we can see they are more or less respect on the 15-minute chart. Yeah. So all these blue color line, it's not blue, this is basically the settlement price, and this is something that I also have to add now. Settlement price you can find on the website from the CME. You go to markets, you choose a market that is you are trading. For me it's mainly the E-mini, and also to show you the what's going on here with the rollover. Every 3 months this is going to happen, and you really have to put it into your calendar. We have now a trading volume of 847,000 in the December contract and 2.6 million in the March contract yesterday. If we look at Tuesday, then we see there was still 1.1 to 1.8. If we look at Monday, we have 1.6 to 1.8. If we look at last Friday, we have 1.9 to 1.1. So you see they have to liquidate long and short positions, and basically bringing these long and short positions into the next month. And this is causing crazy moves. And you really don't know what these moves are going to be. Sometimes the market is going 50 points higher and then another 50 points lower in just an hour without any reason. But now let's look at the settlement price from yesterday, from Wednesday. For the March contract, it was 940.25. 940.25. And we can see that we have previous settlement prices here. That's a nice support zone, the 940. Also what I like here, we have a nice low. Yeah, this is like a sort of sell, a rejection wick I would call it. A rejection wick is a candle where we have this big wick, and then the market basically didn't make a new lower. We had a retest here, and then the market is continuing to go up. This is basically a strong low, and it looks quite okay for the market. Let's see now what's happening in 10 minutes after market opening, but it looks sort of bullish. We should take out now this high here at 92. Then we can see the levels here at this VWAP. So also there's another chart with not so many draw lines here. This I'm going to take out. Yes, remove this one, remove this one. We can see basically on a 1 hour chart that we had this high, and we have a gap here. Yeah, but this gap is basically, since this is a continuous contract, so everything that you can see here is basically the December contract, and what started here on Tuesday is the March contract for next year. This is why we have the gap. Why is there a gap? Because the expiration date for this contract is like in 3 months, and as longer the expiration, as bigger is the spread between the spot price and the future price. With each day that is expiring, the futures price is coming closer to the spot price because you simply don't have, we call it time value loss. Yeah, in the end, there are some calculations for this. The meaning is you simply have to pay lower borrowing costs. Yeah, because the future contract is simply a bet on future prices. And if you bet on this for something that is not there yet, you have to pay a certain amount of interest rates. If somebody wants to go deeper into that, there's a very good book which I basically recommend every trader to read this. I will find the link also for you on Amazon. It's a must read basically. It's it's this book here, Option Volatility and Pricing, Advanced Trading Strategies. Yeah, this is a must read for everyone. Basically, basic lessons of how the options and futures markets are working. Yeah, this is must have. If you have not read this, you don't understand the connections between futures, options, how they are working together, and what is the impact from these certain markets. And then if you read this book, you really understand what's happening in this week. And if you know what's happening, well, either way, you're not afraid of it anymore. You understand what you can do, what you cannot do, and most likely you would say, oh, I stay away. Caesar here. Florian, nix tun. I'm also very good in that. Caesar, Apex has been doing that a lot. Probation that turns into nothing. Lots of better established pro firms out there. At least you got a fair amount of payouts from them. Yeah, definitely, Caesar, I got this, and they're still paying me money. Yeah, so from that point of view, I personally cannot complain. Robert, do you have a set maximum loss and profit target on the day? I know you adjust a lot based on VIX and ATR. Yeah, well, if I use prop firm tradings, and as you know, most likely I'm using the 50K accounts, then my profit target is like 300 to 400 US dollar for each account. Yeah, and loss limit, I basically do like 3 or 4 trades maximum, and either way then I make like 2 profits, or sometimes I also do 2 or 3 losses in a row. It happens. Yeah, these are, yeah, bad days, but then basically within a couple of days I have recovered all that losses. Average, I would say I come up to like $200 for each account every day. Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, $200 on a 50K account is yeah, is more than enough on a yearly. So now again, there are also these spammers here again, Trader 8. If you write them, yeah, if you would make a little bit research, then they would know who I am. Are you into day trading or long-term portfolio? Yeah, so at least if I answer him, he probably wants to sell me something. Yeah, I have to be careful on that. Also, regarding my person, especially in the German-speaking communities, there are a lot of fake accounts in my name on Instagram, on Telegram, and so on. So you have to be careful. I would never recommend you to invest in any sort of certain thing or tell you to send money somewhere. Except you can see my recommendations, and these are legit brokers licensed by the right institutions, and no shady stuff. So always keep an open mind and do your investigation about yeah, about who you are going to trust. And if you have questions, you can always find me here on the Bookmap live streams in German on Wednesday evenings, and English, yeah, morning time. So then you get all the necessary. You can ask me directly, yeah, and then you know the answers coming from me. And now we can see something nice here with the MBO data bundle. We see now a lot of buy limit iceberg orders here. That's very interesting. You can see the blue lines, and also last week we were already talking about this. It means simply that aggressive or big buyers are here. Yeah, they are hiding their orders. Same like in icebergs that you can see on the ocean. You only see the top of the iceberg, which is maybe 10%, and below is the big mass of this below the water surface. And that is similar with here. We can detect these orders, and we know big players really want to buy a lot here just before market opening. And if I see something like this, a correlation like this, really I believe that we are going to see higher prices, because that's very interesting observation here. Let's see how this is going to play out. We do not see this every day, yeah, maybe once or twice every 10 days or every 2 weeks. And then we can basically assume that I cannot say exactly when, yeah, we are going to see higher prices, but I believe that we might see a spike at least above 6,000 again. So they probably want to fill the order book or to recover all the losses or I mean, probably many people also made money, but to we call it go back to sender. Go back to sender would mean, you know, oh yeah, 6,100 of course would be a lot, but maybe here in this range, 6,050 could be nice, as long as we do not go below this VWAP here. The support level is now at 52. I think the uptrend is still working. This is a short-term uptrend here at 71. And 63, this is the day VWAP as support here. So now we have 2 minutes to go. Oh, more and more people coming here. Can I get on your long-term port? Actually, you know, oh yeah, new spammer with your new, yeah, exactly, trader. Yep, new spammer with your name. Well, he contacted me yesterday, and yeah, it's you, huh? T. So that you know. Well, yes, Caesar. Well, my long-term bet, as I said it already, is Tesla. Yeah, but Tesla really got big hit yesterday, but we're already recovering at 451. I mean, yesterday was fuck up day for Tesla, minus 8 or 9% from 485 down to 430, lost, yeah, over 10% at the peak. But you know, this is for a stock like this, it is common. Yeah, you have to accept this sort of volatility. And now we are back at 451 USD. I believe we are, if the market, I mean, we are now before Christmas time, and first week of January is statistically the best performing time for stock markets ever. And well, so I mean, I'm still, I bought Tesla at 407 and 419, so I'm still good up in 1 week. I still think that we see here the 500. I mean, the topic about Tesla is simply the bet against Bill Gates. Yeah, if Bill Gates is still short, and if he's really short at one day, he also has to cover his shorts, and then we're coming to a short squeeze. So now the market opened. We could see now small. I have to reduce not the color. Yeah, like this. I like this more. Yeah, just little sell-off here, nothing special yet. 81, 90, Let's see if I'm right with my prediction. Here we saw most of the iceberg orders executed by now. Oh, there's another one. That was another big one, I think. Also here, buy limit. There's a sell limit iceberg order. Let's see what's going to happen with this one. Okay, got immediately filled. So probably we see the 6,000. And Tesla. Wow, 455, also good. I mean, here we have the SPY. This is the ETF on the S&P. We can see this market also going straight up. It's basically sometimes a very good indication if you compare liquidity. If you see liquidity here that you cannot see on the futures markets, it's always a big advantage. Let's see if we saw yesterday, I believe there was some sort of divergence in the liquidity. But let's reload the historical data to compare this. I know, trader, for sure not me. Let's see what he's going to answer. Can we see something at Trader Map Lite to get a clearer view on liquidity? Yeah, we see most of the liquidity at 6,000. For short-term traders, we have the low here. You can add a new anchored VWAP. And we can see here the market nicely touched the VWAP and is continuing to the upside. This is the VWAP from the from yesterday, from this interest rate cut. So if we go above this VWAP, then basically, yeah, it looks good. Let me give this one a name. We call it FET. Yeah, and the market also went now here, like I said, into the area of 6,000. Reason for me was this, yeah, iceberg order setup. Again, if we have no aggressive market, then we can add the next VWAP here. And Tesla also again volatile here, went up and down now. Up to 455, now 447. Okay, this is a SPY, and this is something what I'm talking about here. This was yesterday just before the rate decision, and you could see that we have liquidity on the upside and we have liquidity on the downside. And the market, well, after the rate decision went immediately to this liquidity, yeah. So this is how you can calculate quite well certain profit targets, and then we have liquidity here and even liquidity here at the bottom. And once this liquidity was taken, basically, yeah, it was market close and market was finished or with this downtrend. So, and if you see this sort of liquidity before certain news decisions, you can have a good prediction of where the market can go. Yeah. Here we do not, we have, oh, okay. Now liquidity is coming in, and we can see we have, well, on all levels liquidity on the downside and more on the upside, 605, 610. That's market opening here, so we have certain liquidity areas. This can be an interesting day. And again, these are the typical movements for, yeah, for day like this, for triple witch week market simply, or in triple witch week market simply going up, and then same way going down, and then going up again, and most likely you don't know when. Then we can see, you see the market is not respecting here any VWAPs. If somebody has to sell, it's just like, you know, really someone is like, how to say, this is algorithmic trading, yeah, so someone has to get rid of their positions. In this way, someone had to buy certain amounts, and now someone had to sell, and now the market is going up again. And for me, I know that since I'm, yeah, a VWAP trader, it can work sometimes, but most of the time you have this sort of movements where the market simply doesn't care. And to actually save my life energy, I decided a long time ago to basically not to trade. It really saves you a lot of lifetime. So, and again, for everyone, there are a lot of new people coming here. You can sign up for the 12 days of trading tips for Bookmap. I think it might be very interesting. Yeah, put the link here again. Just sign up and you get every day new tips until the year is over. Yeah. So also here on Discord. For everyone here who is on YouTube and cannot chat frequently, sign up here for the Discord channel, and you need a Bookmap license key. The Bookmap Discord channel, then you can verify your license key, and you get also access to the 12 day of trading, yeah, educational library. Looking using the price change algorithm like Pro, new Dave. And of course you get access to my trading room and where you can ask frequently questions, or here on Discord. And here's also my personal chat room for all the members. Cool Beans, hello. Andrew, hello. Nice to see you here. So now what are we seeing here right now? Just an up and down. See, and these are certain movements that are basically not normal, yeah, what you can see here. Just simply algorithms buying and selling out of nothing. It looks always so nice and so easy that you have this big movements that you can trade. But on the other side, for me personally, I'm only speaking about my trading style, is this difficult, yeah. Yeah, now again, back to sender here. And back to the VWAP from the Federal meeting decision here. This seems to be the anchor point right now. Let's see if we can get above and take out this high, or we are going back to this area. This is the range that we are trading here. Well, and again now again back to sender here. So and this doesn't, on the 15-minute chart here, if we close like this doesn't look very good. Basically the same thing that we saw here. Put here similar rejection wick. This one, and probably this one here. This means it's a strong low, and this is a strong high. Volatility index always, yesterday you can see it here, from 16 up to 27, now back to 21. This, of course, if you trade the VIX, you can also trade options, CFDs, or the future on the VIX. Of course, these are the days where you make a lot of money. And if you look in the past, you will always have this sort of spikes. The last spike was in August when this was this Japan market crash. There are some questions here. GA, Robert, can you show your iceberg settings from Bookmap? Yes, sure. Settings, configure add-ons. Basically, I'm stopped on icebergs on charts. The only thing that I'm basically adjusting is the aggregated threshold. Yeah, I'm using 50, so all iceberg orders above 50 I can see. The other ones then blur a little bit. Yeah, and same for stops. I'm also putting that at 50. Otherwise, I have all this standard configuration. Alexander, the AVWAP settings. The AVWAP actually has no settings. Yeah, you simply add this AVWAP. What you can do is you can choose a certain time. You can add a custom name, color. You can use anchor points so that this can be repeated, for example. Yeah. And then if you use bands, you have the first or second deviation, or you make custom bands where you can use your own multiplier. For me, basically for the day VWAP, I simply use starting at midnight, that's Central European time, have the first and second standard deviation, and for the session VWAP also. And that's it, there is not more to actually add. Otherwise, if I want to use them, I simply right click on the chart, yeah, create anchored VWAP here, then the VWAP is going to start basically at that point. Andrew, where you can learn how to do that, yeah, I can tell you that. Either on the Bookmap Academy, for example, and if you want to learn how I trade and how I get my payouts, we have our trading community, LIT Day Trading. Every day we have our live streams for market opening in a Zoom room, and there you can look over my shoulder, see how we trade. We have a yearly special now. It's 75% off 1 year, and I suggest that you stay 1 year. Costs 2,997. Still until Christmas we have this offer, and well, then every day you get access here to our community. You see all the live tradings that we are doing. You get immediately access to our video collection where you can see my blueprint of trading. Yeah, every session is being recorded, and of course you can ask questions and everything that you want to know about trading, and you're in a group of like-minded traders. Kirill, what trading setup I'm waiting for? My setup is basically to detect when algorithms are going to buy and sell. Yeah, and normally I'm using the anchored VWAP to define when algorithms are going to buy and sell. Today I don't look for any trading setup because I stopped trading for this year already since last week, especially day trading. Simply we have triple witch week. So tomorrow's expiration day, and this always is causing crazy market movements, and I simply do not want to participate in this movement. That's not my business. Yeah. So normally I do not trade during this week. These are 4 weeks in a year. Every 3 months we have this expiration day, and then yeah, I'm simply out of business. I'm simply observing the markets, and I'm staying away from them. Oh, what we can see here now, there's a lot of liquidity coming in at 16, 17. Probably a retest to the day VWAP, and that would be a trading setup to go basically long at the day VWAP to see if we have a short reaction. of like 8 or 10 ticks and take profit of this. But let it, like I said, I'm out trading. I'm out of day trading for this year. I reached all my goals and don't need to risk anything anymore before Christmas and New Year. There's nothing worse than to destroy all your performance just before year end, which you have built up over the year. Believe me, that is not a happy ending. So now you simply stay away, enjoy the day, enjoy the time. Now we can see here what the market is doing at the day VWAP. But like I said before here, let's wait here a second if we touch this one. Now what we can see here, similar, a lot of sell limit iceberg orders, similar things to what we had before market opening. There was a reverse. Wow, and 781. So valid trading setup for me would be to go long here at the day VWAP. I would place a buy limit order and simply wait. What did I say here? Yeah, exactly. We had this rejection week here, and after this, of course, we can see a weaker market. But now we are here to turn it around. It's also nice setup. We touched the VWAP from this low. The main support is the anchored VWAP from the low here. So the support level is at 62, probably the next target. So if you still have any questions, yeah, feel free to ask. It's the last English live stream this year. And now we can see what the market is doing here at the day VWAP. So entry point, maybe I would have gotten execution here yet, I don't know. But my buy limit order would be here, 75, 50. My take profit would be here, would not have been reached. Yeah, probably I would have gotten a loss trade here, yeah. So since I know that these things are happening during this triple witch week, I do not trade. That would be definitely a losing trade. Still having this big liquidity here. Yeah, 6015. Yeah. So dancing around the VWAP here. So then again, for all of you, sign up for the 12 days of trading tips. Then you learn something, and during the Christmas days, if you have nothing else to do, you get good information. Sign up for the Bookmap Discord channel if you are not there yet. For all the YouTubers, you can also get access here to my room and, well, verify yourself here with your Bookmap license key. And you also get access to the 12 days of trading, where you can see already here the chat room. Yeah, it's even me here understanding iceberg orders. That's actually what I explained also today about the situation with the iceberg orders that we saw here and also before market opening. Exactly, this is a very nice example here. And then the market went to my area here of 6,000. Well, and what's happening afterwards we cannot say, but this was very nice example for that, what you can see in that lesson. And then we touched exactly, here's a VWAP of the Fed from the Fed meeting. So otherwise, I would say that I wish you Merry Christmas, next week, and Happy New Year. My recommendation is be very careful with trading. Also next week, I mean, there are, I think, only 2 trading days, but I would not recommend to trade. Just enjoy the holidays, and we will be back in the first week of January. And until then, take care, start learning, and enjoy the holidays. and relax from that trading business. Because you need the energy in January. January will be interesting and busy again. So take care, guys. Bye. Thank you, Dan.